Today on Buckeye TV, we'll find out how the students feel about a local business being shut down on High Street.
As winter is winding down, students are making big plans for spring break.
And a new study about Ohio State's professors reveals some interesting information.
These stories and more on your Buckeye TV News Gray Edition. Welcome back. I'm Margaret Hayward.
And I'm Adrian Robbins. Thank you for joining us. Ohio State announces there is more construction coming on High Street. Kendra Kelly has the story.
In Ohio State's never-ending goal to expand campus, they have recently announced that they will be taking out 9 acres on High Street from 14th to 17th to build an iconic town center. This town center is set to include some apartments, a parking garage, some boutiques, and a hotel as the iconic center point.
I think it's really sad while we're on campus just because there's so many places in that area that I've been going to since my freshman year, and I don't know, it's kind of a bummer that it's going to just be transformed into something commercial. So, yeah.
I feel like this is the center of off-campus, and there's tons of fraternities down 15th. I know there's tons of student housing on 14th and 16th, so I think that would just not be a good idea.
Some students have found it hard to accept the fact that some of their favorite hangout spots will be removed for the new development, such as Two's Under High. The students are doing all that they can to raise awareness in hopes of saving Two's.
That is something that I have the hardest time justifying, that that they have been here for so long and that it's just happening and there's nothing really anyone can do about it, and especially because of how many people are upset about it too, that there's still nothing that we can really do. I know tons of my friends, even me, are super sad about Two's and have been doing as much as we can in promoting that we want to help hopefully keep some of these places around, especially Two's.
Only the years to come will prove whether this new town center will be a positive addition to the Ohio State campus area. I'm Kendra Kelly from Channel 19 Buckeye TV News.
Hopefully everything works out in their favor.
Sexual assault is a major problem college campuses are working to prevent. But how educated are students at OSU? Mitch Mays has the story.
It's not a secret that sexual assault is a big issue facing college campuses today, and that administrators are doing everything they can to protect their students. But what do OSU students think of these efforts?
I think that sexual assault is prevalent at OSU as well as many other universities.
According to the CDC, 37% of women aged 18 to 24 have been sexually assaulted, and 19% of female undergrads have reported being sexually assaulted. What resources are you aware of on campus for survivors of sexual assaults?
I'm not aware of any at all. I'm sure there probably is some, but I've never heard of any.
Are you aware of the resources available on campus for victims of sexual assault, and do you have any idea what any of those are?
No, but I would like to be, and I would assume there'll be, counselors or mentors that would get to speak to and kind of explain what happened and what went on.
For those who would like to be aware of these resources, the Student Wellness Center has an extensive list along with tips on their webpage. There's no question that this is a major issue facing us here at OSU, and that it's going to take quite a bit of time and effort to resolve it. Back to you in the studio.
Let's hope that the awareness of this issue increases and that we get those percentages as low as possible.
We may finally be leaving winter behind us for warmer weather approaches. Connor Maroney went out to gather insight from fellow students that have navigated the winter wonderland.
Slipping on ice and enduring the winter conditions are all part of the package deal when you're a student at The Ohio State University. But as we progress through the spring semester, let's look back and see how the maintenance efforts have paid off on campus sidewalks and streets.
It's well known that weather can affect students, scheduled events, bus transportation, and parking, especially with 142 miles of sidewalk and 32 miles of roadway to be maintained on campus. So we got various students to weigh in on their experiences getting to class.
I haven't fallen, but I may have come close. I may have forgotten. I don't live on campus, so I walk around a little less than some other people may.
However, some students have witnessed unfortunate slip-ups on campus.
Seen so many good wipeouts. It's been great.
Yeah. Where would you say some of the hot spots for people to slip out on campus?
Near Lane.
Okay.
North side of campus.
All right.
The sidewalks weren't really the best.
Some opinions differ on where to look out for.
Probably like the South Oval when it gets like deeper.
Yeah.
And then off campus is awful.
That's how I feel
It's
too.
like an ice rink.
So now that the rain's coming in, would you rather carry an umbrella with you or watch out for ice where you're stepping?
Well, thankfully it's a little bit warmer, so umbrella today, but always got to keep an eye out for that ice.
I would rather watch where I'm stepping because umbrellas are whack.
Well, we can thank the Facilities and Operations Development Department for their service of snow removal this year.
After the break, we'll find out what the forecast is for spring break.
And how are those students spending their week off?
Find out after the break.